Howdy folks, welcome back to my World of Tanks replays with the Mighty Jingles, and once again we're on the patch 7.5 test server, and this is one of the other new maps. There are 3 of them in total. We've already seen Port, which is a fantastic map. This is Highway, and it's another huge map. Look at the size of this map. It's really, really good to see that they're bringing these big maps back into the game. I just can't get enough of them. Now, this map is all wide open spaces. There's only really one place where it's kind of like street fighting, and that's over there. If you can see where the cursor is, and we're heading down there now anyway. There's a sort of industrial area. If you follow the railway line down from the northern base here, leads into a sort of marshalling yard, like a train station, with grain silos and all that sort of stuff. And this is the highway that the map is named after. This is the road that runs all the way down the middle of the map. But just look at those wide open spaces. This is much more open map than Port. It's a lot like Steps, but even bigger. I mean, this map is huge. I mean, well, it just feels huge. Port is the same. It's probably the same size as other maps in the game. It just feels bigger. And here we go, bouncy armor.
The gunner is dead.
Oh, not completely bouncy. Batchat killed my gunner. Can't have that. You're going to pay for that one, Sonny Jim.
Enemy is hit.
Oh, yeah, his tracks took that one. His tracks ain't going to take that one.
That one went right through.
I think I'll bounce a few more shots here. Just a quick example of how... Oh, yep, there you go. Not sure what that is. I can only see the pattern down there. That bounced another shot. So we're going to get stuck in and have a bit of a knife fight in the train yard down here. And this seems to be where most of the fighting occurs on this map. In this train yard here. Although it is quite a tight, enclosed area. It's not as... there isn't as much of it as there is on Port map. On Port, the industrial areas on there is very much cat and mouse. There's a lot of area you can hide in. Here, this is the only area with a lot of cover, but it's not a very big area. So they tend to be, well, fights like this, close quarters. And this does seem to be where most of the fighting takes place on the map, which is kind of a shame, because those open... If I pull the map back a bit, you can actually see that there's not actually much here. I wonder if you can get in there. Yeah, you probably can. That looks good. But all these wide open spots, well, we'll see when I get around. Zoom the map in again. So I'm coming around trying to get that out of the rain, but the cheeky little buggers run off the other way, and there's a Jagdpanzer E100 there instead. Now up here with me is a T110 E4, that's one of the new Tier 10 American tank destroyers. I think the E4, yeah, that's the one with the turret. Although it's not a proper turret, it does turn, but it only turns 180 degrees to either side. It can't fire backwards. And we ain't... I'll do something particularly stupid here. I try to ram a Jagdpanzer E100. I mean, and I hurt myself for 245 damage. I mean, it was worth a try. He only had 22 health left. But yeah, I really should have paid more attention at physics class in school. We're going to have this one. Now, I'm firing on the move here. Although a target that size at that sort of range, it's not really surprising I'm going to hit it.
Penetration.
And with the penetration on these guns, unless his tracks absorb it, you're going to kill him.
Enemy is hit.
And this is what I'm talking about here. This is medium tank country and light tank country. The French lights are going to have an excellent time. I'm kind of hoping that you could have more medium and light tank fights on this open field here, all the way across the middle of the map. That would just be fantastic. Haven't seen it. I mean, I've only had one game on this map, and obviously nobody really knows the map's ins and outs yet. But it seems like you can cross that river anywhere. You don't have to use the bridges, so that means no choke points. So you really can use the whole map. And it is huge. I mean, it's probably the same size as Malinovka. The big world game engine is only capable of rendering areas so big. It just feels bigger than any other map I've played in the game. This and the new one, Port, they feel absolutely huge. There's some excellent map design there from Wargaming.
We've got them.
And yeah, let's give you another view, because now we're on the other end of the map. So there's all these bushes. I mean, there's plenty of soft cover around. And if you can get off this hillside and onto the enemy's side of the map, you can start to take advantage of all the dips and folds in the ground. Now this swampy area over here, I don't know if you can cross that. I imagine you could. It doesn't look particularly impassable, and you can certainly get over the river. As you can see, there was a hell of a fight over here earlier. Look at that, there's dead tanks everywhere. I kind of wish I'd been over here instead of in the built up area over there. This looks like it must have been an amazingly good medium tank fight, and I hope we see a lot of that. I think you probably will. How did we do? Oh, yep, Confederate. That's not too bad. 57,000 credit gain. Yeah, that'll do. No actual kills, but hey, yeah, who cares? So yeah, that is one of the new maps. That's Highway, and I really like it. I think I had a better game on Port in my IS3, so I do prefer Port to Highway, but that's probably just because I had a better game on Port, and I've only really played one game on each. I think this map is, you're going to see lots and lots of rolling medium tank and light tank battles on these open fields, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I certainly hope you do. It looks like a great map for it. So yeah, huge maps back in the game, fantastic news. You know, the little maps like Dragon's Ridge, they're fun, but they're kind of limited. And I was starting to get tired of seeing small maps that were just dominated by choke points. And there really aren't any choke points on here. You can get across this map anywhere you like. You're just equally exposed everywhere you like. And I'm kind of worried that this might promote camping. But because it's so big, there's always going to be somebody out of your view range who manages to get over undetected. That's certainly the way I feel it's going to end up playing. It just I can't wait to play it on live. It's a really well designed map. So well done to Wargaming. It's another good one. Serene Valley is the third of the new maps. I have not played on that yet. I've seen it in the training room, and it's a smaller map. It's not as big as these. It's kind of like Dragon's Ridge size, but it has well, with any luck, within sooner or later I'll get a game on it, and we'll see. So that was Highway. the second of the 3 new maps in patch 7.5. It looks like being a really, really good map. It's massive. It's a fun map to be on. I hope you enjoyed the replay, and I'm certainly looking forward to this map. Hope you are too. Catch you next time.